This is a brain. I mean, this is a real. This used to be a person. One of my graduate students gave it to me and managed to purloin a brain. Well, again, I didn't ask her. Okay.
So, can I convince Stephen and his rather imposing brain of music's great importance?
I am very envious of the outrage that has been caused by your dismissal of music as cheesecake. And I'm hurt to my core by this, of course.
Now, I know that people get offended by this comparison, and it'll probably follow me to my grave and be listed in my obituary. But cheesecake is just a human invention that manages to press a number of pleasure buttons that evolved in the brain for other reasons.
What would you say that the purpose of music actually is?
The purpose of music is to give us pleasure. That's the main reason that we listen to music. We enjoy it. It gives us joy. It gives us pleasure. I find it odd that people consider that to be a dismissal. What's so terrible about that? Now, that is easy to confuse with the question of what is the biological function of music. Mm-hmm. Is it an adaptation in Darwin's strict sense of
Yes.
something that led our ancestors to have more babies? There, it's not clear that it has an adaptation, and it's none the worse for it. And there's some things that are definitely not Darwinian adaptations that are among our most glorious accomplishments, like reading. But thank heavens for reading.
But I would go a little further. I would say that it has a profound effect on our behavior. It's very potent. Do you have any explanation for why music is so deeply embedded and why it has such a profound effect on us?
Yeah, it's interesting that music has so many different functions. So yes, it can synchronize work or marching. It can rally people together prior to a battle. It can be used by shamans to try to heal the sick. It can be used to calm babies. And it can just be used to give us pleasure.
All very convincing, in that way that famous academics often are. But I want to show Professor Pinker something that I think proves that music is for more than just fun.
How would you explain the fact that music, melody, both rhythm, contour, and pitch come first, come before language?
Well, I don't know if babies can carry a tune before they can
They
speak.
can. My grandson, who can't form a sentence, but can
hit the
sing
notes.
16 bars
Okay, well,
of the alphabet song. Rhythm. He knows where the gaps are.
Yeah, no, he had the beat.
Most of the pictures
the
are
pause.
right. Okay, that is,
Bravo.
I think that's 16 bars.
Yes,
he can't
that's
form
a sentence.
a sentence
Yeah,
of
that's it.
2 or 3 words. He can't do that.
Yeah.
And yet, he's able to articulate a complex,
Well, it is-
hitting pitches, understanding
Yeah.
the gaps to get the rhythm right, as well as where it goes up and down. Would you say that his singing that song is the process of learning language, which enables him to then form a sentence? And would you not consider that to be pretty important?
I think it is. And
Beyond
but
cheesecake, even.
I don't see anything so terrible about cheesecake. It's better than gruel.
But you can
or-
take cheesecake out of humanity and we would be unchanged. But it's hard to imagine that very sophisticated ability that 2-year-old has, it's pretty important. Doesn't that indicate that it must have some kind of purpose beyond the fact that we like it?
Maybe, but no one has really put their finger on what it is, which is why I'm still skeptical. I mean, the honest answer is we don't know, which I think people have a strange kind of functional utilitarian approach to music. It's got to be good for us for it to be truly worthy. And I'm saying, why do you have to think of it that way? What's so terrible about music being a creation of the human intellect, the human creative spirit, in order to uplift us, to inspire us, to even to give us pleasure? What's so terrible about that?